What is happening? What is happening? Welcome. Welcome. It's Sunday night. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Not ready to go back to work tomorrow. Don't want to, but I got you. Man. It is what it is. But man, we are finalizing the Final Four. Getting ready to find out who the champions are for next weekend. And I have to tell you, man, again, the low scores continue. It's been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle out there fishing. And obviously we had the big storm come in the Louisiana coast. Man, I tell you, it looked like it was devastating. Basically, the coastline of Louisiana was underwater. I don't know if you guys saw some of that weather footage, but my goodness, it was crazy. But anyway, I hope that system gets out of here real quick. And I know this is supposed to be flooding all across really the United States regards to it. But it's gonna be bad news. But we had some good matchups today, in terms of overall anglers. But man, it just looked like it was a struggle fest for all four anglers here. And I know, man, I was getting messages and frustration and everything else was happening. It seems like one thing was happening to another with some of our anglers, man. It just happened. It's just crazy. I had to deny a couple photos. It is what it is, man. On several sides. So anyway, it was just that kind of weekend, that kind of day. But needless to say, we've got the Final Four ready to go, and we are going to have a championship matchup in the North bracket, and that's that ends next week. And so it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. And let me just say this: your old boy Nozar curse is over. Nozar curse is over. But anyway, I want to just tell you that. So anyway, let's get to the results here, and let's find out who won. Ken Wood takes out Stephen O'Brien. Look at this. 58-14. That looks like a WNBA game. 58-14. That's what it is. But my goodness, Ken takes out Blackbeard, man. Just a tough day. I understand it's tough conditions. Jason Gardner kind of wrote me a message saying he had to get off the water early. It looked like you guys had some really tough stuff going on up there, man. And it showed. 58-14. Ken Wood, Massachusetts' own Ken Wood, is in the championship, taking the flag, and he's marching on to his first ever championship with KBBT, and he is taking on Mr. Cayman Rasmussen. Is that a shocker? No, it's not. It's not. But he defeats Jason Gardner 79-75. Again, that's what we're used to seeing in golf. Those kind of scores. Man, that is going to be tough. It is going to be the East Coast versus the West Coast. It's going to be Massachusetts versus Utah. It's going to be fun. Now, I do know this. Cayman, congratulations on your move as well to the championship, your first ever championship with KBBT as well. We're going to find out who's going to be crowned this champion. But I will tell you, Mr. Ken Wood will be fishing the KFL. He's going to be at home on his home waters. And he's going to be fishing the KFL match against Motor City Ambassadors in the KFL playoffs. So that is technically a live event. But I don't know, man. I think Ken's got a little bit more than 79 inches in him next week. And I expect Ken to do some damage. He's out for blood, and he wants to make a name for himself in these playoffs. So, Cayman, you're going to have your hands full. But, dude, congratulations, man. You're going to be becoming one of the very few that could hold up the title as KBBT champion and be able to be qualified for the champions bonus. But Ken Wood has something to say about that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see. Cayman's a little quiet. Ken's not. You know what I mean? Ken will come at you, man. There's no doubt about it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all transpires. But, man, like Steve O'Brien said, man, the bite was trash today. I don't know if it had to do with the fact that you had such a good 2 weeks, and then the fish just get tired of seeing the same bait. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess you kind of blow out your water or whatever. But needless to say, it's just been a tough bite, and that's why I'm not starting the South bracket anytime soon. The bite is just terrible, and that's not what we want to see. We want to see you guys have fun. We want to see you guys throw up some slabs. The South, it's in the same funk. So, with all things being said, and I did kind of look at what was going on at the Hobie match, the Hobie, Mississippi River. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people caught limits, but not tremendously big limits. It didn't look like. It's just, you just got to find that school of bass, and if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're scattered, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But let's see what Steve said. Kenwood, since Utah isn't even close to being the North. Well, yeah, it's the West, but still, they're in that North area, man. So, like I said, threw everything, gave it everything. Very frustrating weekend. It happens, buddy. It's fishing, man. It's competition. It's fishing. We get it. We get it. But that's exciting, man. It's gonna be fun to see. Cayman or Ken, if you want to come on and talk about your matchup, you're more than welcome to come on. I put the link in the post. You're more than welcome to come on with us tonight and talk about your victories. Blackbeard, if you want to come on as well, you're more than welcome to come on as well and talk about your struggles. But that's okay. Utah's northwest, Bubba. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's northwest. Yes, exactly. Talk it, Todd. But here is the man, the myth, the legend, getting ready to come on with us, Mr. Cayman Rasmussen. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Good.
Well, dude, congratulations. First KBBT championship.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, man, first of all, let me just say this, man. The bass that I judged looked like they were so pale. You must have been fishing super deep, man. Oh, we lost them. Daggone it. Are you there?
Oh, there we are. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying the bass that I judged, man, were so pale. They must have been super deep, man. Talk to us.
So, I'm fishing. So, well, this morning I actually started on a different lake than I fished yesterday, and that was a mistake. So I didn't after I moved lakes back to where I was yesterday, and the only reason I think those fish are pale is because they really have nowhere else to go besides out in the wasteland mud flat at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
And then they push up to feed on the brush piles.
Right.
So, I mean,
yeah.
Other than that, the water's about 2 foot visibility, so they don't get too much sunlight. But
yeah, no, I mean, I was just shocked. I mean, I'm looking at these, green fish from all over the country, man, and then yours just look like, man, they're just dead white, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of lakes get that way this time of year in Utah, anyways.
Right. Yeah, I think also has to do with the alkalinity of the waters too. You know what I mean? It being neutral. So, yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, I mean, dude, congratulations, man, dude. You made it through this bracket, man, and you could become a champion, man. I mean, that's not an easy feat, man. You know how the grind of this bracket is, and you've done it in several different places, man. You had a good showing out California. Come back home. Now, hey, man, you have a chance to bring home the cash and the trophy, man. It's good stuff, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting. I'm looking forward
man.
to it.
Heck yeah, man. Your boy Adam McCluskey says, way to go, Cayman Rasmussen, man. I think he's down in Texas now this weekend, isn't he? He moved back. He moved his family to Texas?
Yeah, he's been traveling back and forth, so coming back
for sure.
Here to work and then going down there to see family.
Yeah. Adam wants to know, is there going to be a Clear Lake trip next weekend?
Clear Lake trip? Oh, I don't think so, but
I don't know, man. I don't even think you're going to need it, man. I'll be honest with you, as I said, because Ken's going to be in this live event. Now, Ken's one heck of a fisherman, man. He's going to be fishing a very good lake up in Massachusetts. Puts up a lot of fish. But again, he's going to be fishing with a lot of people on that lake, man. So it's going to be an even matchup, man. I won't even want to tell you who I'm going to pick right now. I just don't know. I'll probably save it for next Friday because I just don't know. It's gonna be a good matchup, but as I said, you're kind of humble, you're kind of nice guy. Unless somebody puts you in the corner, you know what I mean? Then you come out firing. Ken's gonna be all over you, man. I wouldn't be surprised a little social media jab and all that stuff against you, man. But don't worry about it, dude.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, dude, I mean, as I said, like you said, you went to a different lake this morning. Big mistake. What was the thought process with that? Did you think you blew out your water yesterday?
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking, maybe we have another lake, Pineview Reservoir, and it's got a bunch of big smallies in it, and it's a really good largemouth too, but they're few and far between. and I figured, if I can go find a bite, it might be really good. And the lake's super low, so I didn't think it was going to be that hard, but I checked like 3 or 4 spots, and none of them had fish, and it was 2 hours into the tournament, and I'm like, either stay there and stick it out, or move where I knew there was fish, and then hope that new fish would push up, and they pushed up still. So all in all, I wish I would have started there.
Talk about that, man. I mean, one thing I noticed, I was watching Greg Blanchard's video on the tournament that you fished, and I saw how low that water was. I mean, that is unbelievable. Like, a lot of boat ramps were closed because of how low that water was. Talk about what you would do in that case when a lot of lakes are low right now. I mean, they are. I'm looking at some of the lakes up here. I mean, they're super low, and some of the rivers are super low. Talk about your strategy when your lakes get, I mean, you're talking about almost 20 foot low in some cases out in California. That's absurd. But what's your strategy, man? How do you fish something like that with such a dramatic difference?
I mean, generally the fish here in Utah, they'll stay in the same areas. It seems to be that they group up more on very specific locations because they don't really have anywhere else to go. But I mean, just finding those areas can be really hard.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's just pre-fishing definitely helps.
Sure.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just figuring them out day to day, really.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you think that it would be easier to catch the fish if the water it wasn't as dispersed? Having a 20-foot drop in a lake like that, doesn't it like congregate the fish a little bit more?
I mean, with it being more stable conditions, water being higher, having more cover or whatever, I think it definitely, like from last year to this year where the water's super low now, it was a lot better fishing this time of year on the same lake.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think last year's fishing was outstanding, especially now. But I mean, as you can see, the scores are just terrible. I mean, the scores are just terrible, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just like that across the board. I've been looking at, I follow a lot of different tournaments around the nation, man. I just like to see what's going on. And, obviously kind of root our people on the best we can. And man, I tell you, the bags are just not there this year, man. I mean, at this time, I mean, it started really the early July. It has been not good, until now.
Yeah, I agree.
But
definitely a tough year.
Yeah, it has been, man. But I think things are going to pick up in the fall. Once that cool weather snaps, these lakes start turning over a little bit, man. I think we're going to start seeing some aggressive fall bites. I am. Yeah. I'm looking to see it because I mean the fish are just not feeding. If they're feeding at night. But I think we're going to see some really good bass bites here this fall. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting to see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch everything start blowing up.
yeah, no doubt. So, well, brother, listen, man, you guys be safe out there, man. Congratulations on your championship matchup. It's gonna be Cayman Rasmussen versus Mr. Ken Wood out of the North, man. So it's gonna be fun to watch. Massachusetts versus Utah. Let's get it on. Cayman, man, be safe out there, brother. Congratulations again, man.
Thank you. See you
Take care. All right, that's Cayman. And it's going to be a fun matchup, man. Again, you can't get any two different guys than Cayman and Ken, but it's going to be fun to see, and we'll see what happens. But next Saturday, we'll wrap up the North qualifying bracket. Then again, we will start the South bracket. We'll announce when we're going to start that. We're just going to give it a couple weeks, see if the fishing picks up. I just got to trust my judgment on it, man. Just trust me on it. I just don't want everybody to just grind it out and see these scores. I mean, look again. I mean, look at these scores. I mean, look at these 58-14. This is out of Northeast. Some of the great fishing going on at this time of year, and 79-75. I mean, this is again can't get any more opposite coast than the West Coast and the East Coast. And again, I'm looking at what's happening in the Midwest, down south. It's just not happening, guys. So sometimes you just gotta use your best judgment and just wait a little bit to have a little fun. Hopefully that fall bite turns on. Then we'll open the doors to the south and see what happens. So, guys, that's it for tonight. Congratulations, Ken. Congratulations, Cayman, to making the KBBT championship. And we will see what happens. And come Saturday, man, we'll figure it out. Who's going to be the winner? So, well, all have a great night. Congratulations to those who made it to the Final Four. Congratulations to those who are in the championship. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.